Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalang.
The name of the book is Brihad Bhagwatamrit. Brihad means great, and Bhagavat is Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam means the words about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. The word comes from Bhagavan, and about Bhagavan is Bhagavat. And Amrita means nectar. You can see the great nectar of the glorification of the Lord. So that book has two parts. The first part is Narad Muni's search for the greatest devotee. And the second part is a cowherd boy's journey back to Godhead. So in both the Bhagavatamritam, it has been described the gradual elevation in the spiritual path, gradual progress in spiritual path. Like the story begins with Narad Muni in an assembly of sages, assembly of saintly personalities in Prayag. Prayag is the confluence of three rivers, Ganga, Jamuna and Saraswati. And that is considered to be a very holy place. And most likely that occasion is Kumbh Mela. Because on the occasion of Kumbh Mela, millions of people assemble, all the saintly people, spiritually inclined people, they just assemble there. Millions of them. And so mind you, this was a description, who knows, how long ago. Sanatana Goswami wrote it about 500 years ago, 400 some years ago. But he is talking about something in the past. And so the description goes like, Narad Muni saw that all the saintly personalities are glorifying each other. Narad Muni then considered, let me find out who is the greatest devotee. Because everyone is saying, you are the greatest, you are the greatest. So, he saw one Brahmana very wonderfully worshipping his Shaligram, Shila. On the bank of the Ganges, he worshipped the Shila and offered various prasad and worshipped him in a grand way. And then he distributed the prasad to all the Vaishnavas and Brahmanas. And then he partook to that prasad with his own family. So Narad Muni, seeing him, felt that he was the greatest devotee. So he approached him and started to glorify him as the greatest devotee. So the Brahmana felt very embarrassed. He said, what devotion did you see in me? I am worshipping because it's my occupation. As a Brahmana, my duty is to worship the Lord. So where is the devotion in there? The real devotee is such and such king in southern India. And so he started to glorify him. That although he is a king, he has so many responsibilities. He is a warrior, he is a king. But still the way he worships the Lord is so admirable. So Narad Muni immediately went to that king. Actually, I don't know whether you all know, Narad Muni has the ability to travel anywhere. He can go anywhere. So Narad Muni just appeared to the king. And the king then, he saw a grand worship of the Lord in a temple, beautiful temple, and in a royal way the Lord is being worshipped. So seeing that, Narad Muni started to glorify the king. Oh, you are the greatest devotee. But the king said, what is what kind of devotion is there in me? I am just an ordinary human being. How can I ever worship the Lord, glorify the Lord properly? The real worshipper of the Lord, real devotee of the Lord is Indra. He is the king of the demigods in heaven. And the Lord has been so pleased with his worship that he has appeared as his younger brother. Lord Vamandev is Indra's younger brother. And he says he accepts his worship with his own hands. So seeing that, Narad Muni went to the heavenly planets. And he saw the Lord there as the brother of Indra, younger brother of Indra. And how he is accepting Indra's offerings with his own hands. Seeing that, Narad started to glorify Indra. Hearing his glorification, Indra felt very embarrassed. He said, what devotion is there in me? The real devotee is Lord Brahma. And he started to describe why Lord Brahma is the greatest devotee. So Narad Muni went to Brahma and he started to glorify. Hearing his glorification as the greatest devotee, Brahma became very upset and he started to chastise Narad Muni. That how many times I have to tell you? Because Narad Muni is his son. And he said, what devotion is there in me? Like I make so many mistakes and the Lord has to come and rectify. And the real devotee is Lord Shiva. So Narad Muni went and started to glorify Lord Shiva. Then Lord Shiva said, Narad, what kind of devotion did you see in me? The real devotee are the residents of Vaikuntha. Because the Lord is with them all the time and they are eternal associates of the Lord. I barely get to see the Lord once in a while. And that also, so many times I fail to recognize him. I fight with him. And then I come back to my senses by his mercy. So do you call that devotion? And and he started to glorify the residents of Vaikuntha. Then Parvati said, among all the residents of Vaikuntha, Lakshmi Devi is the greatest. So hearing that, Narad was about to go to Vaikuntha. But then Lord Shiva said, but Narad, even greater devotee is Prahlad. So Narad Muni went to Prahlad Maharaj and he started to glorify him as the greatest devotee. Then Prahlad Maharaj became very embarrassed. He said, as a child, I developed some attachment to the Lord. Where is devotion in there? Like, real devotee is Hanuman. Because devotion means service. I did not render any service to the Lord. I had some sort of childish attachment to his lotus feet, and the Lord has just protected me time and time again from all kinds of calamities. But look at Hanuman, the kind of service he rendered for the Lord. Hearing that, Narad Muni goes to Hanuman. And when he started to glorify Hanuman as the great devotee, the Hanuman told him, please don't speak like that. Like, if I was a devotee, then why did the Lord leave me and go away? I am in separation from him. And you call it devotion? Real devotees are the Pandavas, because the Lord is always with them. When they are in difficulties, the Lord is always there to protect them. So in this way, he started to glorify the Pandavas. So then Narad Muni went to the Pandavas. Then the Pandavas said, no, at the time of distress, we remembered the Lord and He is so merciful that He came and He protected us. It is His kindness. There is no devotion from our side. Being in distress and taking shelter of the Lord is not devotion. The real devotees are the residents of, the real devotees are the Yadus. The Lord has become their family members. They are the family members of the Lord. So, you can well imagine how intimate they are to the Lord. So hearing that, Narad Muni goes to Dwarka. And there when he started to glorify the Jadus, they said that the best of the devotees is Uddhava. So hearing the glory of Uddhava, Narad Muni goes to the assembly of King Ugrasen. And the grand, beautiful court, beautiful assembly house. All the Jadus were sitting there, surrounding King Ugrasen. There's so much opulence. And he asked, where is Uddhava? And they said, Uddhava is in the inner chamber with Krishna. So Narad Muni goes there, and there he sees that everyone is in great anxiety, because although it was so late in the morning, but Krishna didn't get up. Krishna is in a very, very painful state, remembering the residents of Vrindavan. And so seeing that condition of Krishna, Brahma asked Vishwakarma to create a new Vrindavan. And in the middle of the ocean, he created the new Vrindavan. New Vrindavan is like all the figures, all the personalities, figures are there, they are not there. And Krishna fainted. So Garuda was called, and Balaram took Krishna but he dressed up Krishna as a cowherd boy and took him on Garuda and went to New Vrindavan. And there Balaram woke him up, Krishna, it's so late, get up. So Krishna woke up and he said, I had such an amazing dream. I dreamt that I went to some place and there I became the king. And I got married to 16,000 queens. And he started to speak like that. Balaram said, Krishna, don't have to speak about it. It's already so late. Some other time I'll listen to you about all those dream of yours. Now let's go see all the cowherd boys are waiting for you. And then, Narad Muni was watching and he saw the way Krishna was dealing with all the residents of Vrindavan. They were all statues, but Krishna is just imagining, let's say for example, Mother Jashoda, when he was not speaking to her, when she was not speaking to him, she said, Mother, are you very angry with me that I got up so late? And so saying that, but Balaram said, okay, let's go, we're getting late. So in this way, Krishna was interacting with different residents of Vrindavan, and that displayed how much in love Krishna is with them. And this is how, and then finally when Narad Muni saw the way Krishna was dealing with Srimati Radharani, and this is how he recognized that Srimati Radharani is the greatest of all devotees. Beyond Dwarka is Vrindavan, and in Vrindavan, among all the devotees, Srimati Radharani is the greatest.